Today we're going to be changing out the brakes to the new mechanical brake system. You need a 6mm to take off this block and the other block, and then a number 2 Phillips. Then you're going to want to take the 2 protectors off. You only have to take the 2 guards off on the one side. The other guard will fit through, just like that. Then you're going to want to get into the caliper. You want to loosen up with a 5mm right here. Once that's loosened up, you can pull your wire out. And you're going to want to just loosen up your calipers a little bit so that they'll move around. That comes in later when you're setting. You're going to want to spin that to get it centered. So after that, you go to the next one. Do the same thing to the other side. Loosen it up. Pull the wire out. Loosen the caliper up a couple of turns. Then you'll be working at the other end for a few minutes. With an 8mm, you're going to want to take your old handle off. Once you get that off, you can pull the wires all the way out. Get your new handle. The new wire. And you're going to want to put one inside. They fit really tight, so you're going to need a pair of needle nose. You just pop it in and it sits. You're going to do the same thing with the other one. What I should have done before and I forgot was send the wire through. It'll make it easier. I mean, you can do it either way. This just makes it a little bit easier. Pull it out a little bit. Set it in. Take your needle nose. Push it in, and it locks right into place. Now it's into your handle. It's 4mm. Set your handle back on. You want to have it about 6 inches from the side. Then tighten them down evenly on both sides. Till it doesn't move. How I do it is I take the top one, send it through. Set it into place. Do the bottom one the same way. Seat those in. Then go to back up to your calipers. So once you feed your wire through, you're going to want to come back to your caliper and put it underneath between the caliper and the little plastic washer. You go back to your 5mm, grab a hold of the wire, give it a good pull, Bring your caliper up about a quarter and then retighten. You can use a pair of needle nose for this also. Then you go to the other side, do the same thing. This one's a little shorter, so you need a pair of needle nose. Give it a little twist and pull. Bring it up a little bit. And you're going to tighten it back down. You want to make sure you get these tight, or else they're going to slip and you're going to have to readjust your brakes all the time. Once you have that, you're going to want to spin. Let your caliper center. And once it's centered, tighten it back down. Do the same thing to this side, spin it, make sure you're good. Then to test your parking brake, set your parking brake. Once you set your parking brake, you're going to want to make sure that this wheel doesn't turn. If it doesn't turn either, your brakes are set properly. You want to leave yourself about 1.5 to 2 inches of cable. You need to trim the short side, or else you're going to have a bunch hanging out. Just take a pair of wire cutters, give it a cut, and you're good. You always want to leave 1 inch or 2 on either side. That way, if you ever have to readjust your brakes, you can wrap a pair of needle nose around it to readjust them. Once that's all set, you're ready to put your cover back on. All you do, same thing as taking it off. Just slide sets in there. Get it set down. Put your blocks back on. And then you're going to put the same block on the opposite side. Then you're going to put your guards back on. You'll see where they were set before. You just want to set them in the same spot. Take your Allens. Get them started. Take your other guard, set it back into place. Put your screws back in. Then you can see where they sat before. Just put them back in there. Take your screwdriver. Now your brakes have been changed over to the new mechanical brakes and you're ready to go.